Lined up the middle, and Baty's got the Mets' first base hit. So Baty snaps an 0 for 13 stretch with a 2-out single.
Well, Gary, you were mentioning before Vientos, who's going to get some extra turns at AAA. They haven't got a lot of production since he's been gone at third base.
That's by far the lowest OPS at third base in June of any team in baseball. That's been 0-2 to Alonzo. And he lines one into left field for a base hit. That's going to go up the gap and all the way to the wall. Marte is in to score. Soto turns third. He will score. Alonzo with a 2-run double. He flips the script, and the Mets lead it 2-1 in the 7th. Pete Alonzo does what Pete Alonzo's been doing all year, getting the big hit to put the Mets in front. 57 RBIs for Alonzo. He was down to the count 0-2, and he rips a 2-base hit.
Got another slider. You know, he has just been absolutely phenomenal. There's no doubt here, you're on your horse. You pick up your third base coach. You know, the pitch prior was a pitch prior. He said wanted a fastball inside.
Popped up and struck out in his 2 subsequent at-bats.
And he drives this one to deep left field. Forget that. That is way up in the pavilion. Pete Alonzo with his second of the night, a 3-run bomb. And he doubles the Mets. Lead it is 6-0 New York. 22nd career multiple home run game for Alonzo, a 5 RBI night, and that was crushed.
He got a high cheddar.
447 feet. 3/4 of the way up in the pavilion in left field.
Well, that's what happens when he gets a hold of one. And that is some severe insurance runs.
That's driven down the left field line. That's going to go to the corner. Soto digging for third. White plays the carom. Mike Salvo throws up the stop sign. And Soto will stop at third on the double by Alonzo. Third hit of the night for Pete Alonzo. His leading 23rd double of the year.
Mike Sarbaugh was right on top of it. There was no way you could send Soto. And we'll show you why. First, the hit by Alonzo gets in front of that breaking ball cutter and lines it down the left field line. But he hit it so hard. And then you couple that with the speed of Eli White getting to the ball, that even though there's 2 outs and Soto's running on the play, that combination keeps Soto at third and keeps him from scoring. And then also hitting the cutoff man, getting rid of it quick, all of those things well played by the Braves.
And knowing that Nick Allen has a great arm to try to relay that ball home.
Bad.
And now Pete rips one into left field for a base hit. So Soto and Alonzo with back-to-back 2-out hits.
First pitch. Fastball below the belt. Pete just really opened up and got the barrel out. Look, he didn't lift that.
6th. 2 out and 2 on.
And Pete lines one the other way for a base hit. Marte around third. He'll come in to score. Soto goes first to third. Pete Alonzo drives in his 2nd run of the day, his 55th RBI of the season. So 2 out and 2 on. Now it's left to Alonzo, who had a 2-out RBI hit in the 1st inning. And Alonzo drives one into center for a base hit. That'll bring in Lindor with the tying run, and the ball goes all the way to the wall. Marte will go to third. Alonzo steps in at second base with an RBI double, and the Mets have gotten even. It's 4-4 in the 5th. 2nd RBI of the night with Alonzo. Both have come with 2 out. 48 runs batted in for the season, and the Mets have come from 3 runs down to get even.
That year with an 884 OPS. Line drive in the right field, a base hit for Soto. And so Soto keeps on ripping. And change up that time, and this time turned it into a hit.
And Alonzo rips one into center for a base hit. Soto going to be held at third as Harris balloons a throw in. And Alonzo holds at first base. A bullet up the middle by Alonzo. Mike Sarbaugh waited till the last moment to hold Soto.
Yep, and he did the right thing. Ball was hit hard. I'm just wondering why.
Harris made the motion, Keith, like it slipped out of his hand.
And wondering why Pete didn't advance, because it was pretty apparent that that throw was a moonshot. Wanted to come inside, missed outside.
And Baty drives one to deep right field. Back goes Will. Looks up and it's out of here. A line drive home run for Brett Baty to tie the game. Home run number 8 for Baty. 7 of the 8 have come here at Citi Field, and the Mets get even. It's 1-1.
3-2 count. Beatty calls the timeout, gathers himself, and was ready for that fastball. Hit it 115, 116 off the bat. Kind of a short follow through, but it was a no-doubter off the bat.